Hello, how you guys doing? Welcome to the Messy Sweet Spot. I'm your host Gigi, and today we have another doozy. Diddy lawyer has been noted that he is quitting. He is quitting. He don't want anything to do with Diddy. Now this is going to make the second lawyer that stood behind Diddy that quits. Well, they're saying, if you guys remember yesterday, Courtney, he was a guy that was associated with Kim Porter. He has Kim Porter tapes and he has Porter diary. Yesterday, he went to the courts, and when he showed the proof of the hard drive with the tapes of Diddy doing so many wicked things with Kim Porter, and also the diary of Kim Porter, they're telling me that his lawyer was sick to his stomach and just quit. He said he just could not do it. So I'm sure you guys will hear more about this news later on next week, possibly after election. Who knows? But this video has a lot of insight and it's breaking it all down. So I want us to listen and to react to it all. And I just want to say thank you all for the support. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe here at the Messy Sweet Spot. And let's hear what they have to say.
So we made a bail appeal to Judge Carter. It did not go our way.
New witness before the grand jury in the Sean Diddy Combs case. Courtney Burgess, former associate of Kim Porter, that's Diddy's ex-girlfriend, mother to 4 of his children.
What you received on the flash drives, was it the completed book or was it notes from Kim Porter that later were made into a book?
It was completed.
It says, Kim made me promise that if something happened to her, I would make sure this book became public to the world. The way Sean moved, I knew that was a promise I would have to fulfill.
Do you believe Diddy has something to do with Kim Porter's death?
Absolutely. Without hesitation.
In an unexpected twist, one of Diddy's top defense attorneys, Mark Agnifilo, was recently spotted exiting a courtroom amid his client's very troubling legal situation, a move that has seemingly come in the wake of new accusations brought against Diddy from an old associate of his former partner, Kim Porter.
Have the feds been in contact with you? I did watch your YouTube interview. I saw as of 2 weeks ago they haven't been in contact with you. What about today?
Yes.
So they have been in contact with you. Is that why you're here today?
Yes.
Have the authorities found new evidence in the Kim Porter case? Will this be the Trojan horse for the prosecution against Diddy? The tales of Diddy's involvement in the mysterious circumstances surrounding Kim Porter's passing have been sung by many for over a decade, with several people directly accusing the rapper of being involved. However, the new revelation from the case spans beyond that.
Do you know if the notes from the book really were from Kim Porter?
It was, yes, because I spoke to her.
Not only does this new witness, Courtney Burgess, claim to have seen the tapes containing everything Diddy's case is built on, but the man also claims to have those tapes. It gets worse for Diddy, as those tapes are alleged to contain evidence against him and some other celebrities having relations with younger people.
Was it the completed book or was it notes from Kim Porter that later were made into a book?
It was completed. It's only
Okay.
only about 54 pages.
Could it possibly be worse for him? It seems the new pieces of evidence brought forward by the witness might have been the tipping point for his attorneys, which has seemingly led to many of these people jumping ship from what appears to be Diddy's sinking case.
And this is what I'm getting at. When you have a lot of money and you have no accountability and you want to do whatever the fuck you want to do whenever the fuck you want to do it, I think he can go a little bonkers.
Remember, Diddy is accused of a slew of crimes, which are not limited to forcing several individuals to do his bidding while having them under the influence. And although this new accusation also falls under those indictment claims, it's slightly more complex for him. Burgess's claims don't end with him having video evidence against the mogul. The man also claims to have access to Kim Porter's original notes that made up her book. Those notes allegedly contain details of Diddy's not-so-subtle raging days, and the clause for their release, according to Burgess's source, was if something had ever happened to her. Is that to say she didn't trust Diddy not to harm her?
And that was somehow construed or understood or turned into a raid, but he did not face a raid. It was just to serve him the subpoena.
It may not have come out officially, but it looks like the news from Porter's associate has stirred up quite a number of problems for Diddy and his team, making that yet another addition to the barrage of cases that had already been filed against him. Where do they go from here? Well, according to fan speculation, it would appear jail is where they think he'll be for a long time, and it's not just the videos, the attacks, or the ST, but because a lot of people seem to think he had a hand in Kim's untimely passing. They might be right to think so, because Burgess's story is only where this rabbit hole begins.
Ambitious. He was then from ambitious went to doing anything, and then from doing it.
And I just want to stop there. This is what I'm hearing. Courtney, as you guys all are familiar with, he has come out, he has the real Kim Porter diary. And in that diary, it is naming, it is describing so many things that are so evil and wicked. And not only that, he has the thumb drive of Diddy in action. And they're telling me when the lawyer saw that, his heart fell. So he is definitely in the works of quitting. I don't know if he already quit yet. This is what I'm hearing, that he has already quit, and he plans on making that announcement after the election. I'm not sure. This is what I'm hearing. So this video is telling it all. All right. So I want to know, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that the lawyer is actually going to quit on Diddy? Or do you think that he's going to continue to work, just trying to milk Diddy for the money, and then eventually he will quit, because he has to realize this is a losing battle. You know, it's a losing battle.
Anything to didn't care about nobody, who he could beat, and then he ended up turning into Lucifer.
As if it wasn't bad enough that everyone already saw him as a monster from the hundreds of allegations that have painted him as the common man's worst nightmare, more details in other aspects of his life keep coming out to validate those points. In fact, word on the street is that it's getting so bad that people are now jumping ship from the Moguls case, as reports have it that one of his lead attorneys might have been so scared by new accusations that he dipped. Said case has already cast a shadow on Diddy's credibility over the past couple of years, over allegations by netizens of his influence in Kim Porter's passing. But this is a little different. We all know that when it comes to celebrity scandals, things can get dicey in no time, and that could never apply more than in Diddy's case.
It's not all the time they say this, but they say this is going our way. Not the bail. They say we have them. We got a lot of people who are going to talk and say that this is what Diddy was about, and some people may pass it off as hip-hop culture.
Courtney Burgess, a key witness in the rap mogul's ongoing investigation, spilled the beans on News Nation's Banfield. He revealed that he was handed 11 flash drives containing 8 S-tapes featuring several high-profile names. That Burgess testified before the grand jury in New York, revealed.
Right. Everybody's been saying it. And Courtney, he actually have the footage in the thumb drive. Do you understand? This is what I'm hearing. I'm not sure. They are stating that Oprah is involved. They are stating Steve Harvey. They are stating Kevin Hart. Okay? These are some big figures. They are stating Jay-Z, Beyonce, Jennifer Lopez, Kim Porter was also on these videos, and the things that they were doing was horrific, and they didn't even know they were getting recorded. They had no clue. No clue.
Revealing the startling detail that a few of the celebrities featured in these tapes were minors. He alleged that the flash drives were handed to him by Kim Porter, Diddy's late partner. This suggests she may have intended to bring to light some troubling behavior prior to her untimely death.
In the beginning, it says, Kim made me promise that if something happened to her, I would make sure this book became public to the world. The way Sean moved, I knew that was a promise I would have to fulfill.
With every new revelation, the narrative becomes more tangled, leaving many to wonder how it will impact those involved and the entertainment industry at large. Well, this news about Burgess has particularly had several people talking on the internet. One person wrote, "Mr. Courtney is telling the truth. He is not doing it for the money. He is hurting because of Kim. Diddy hurt Kim and unalived her. So much hurt," another person wrote. "Horrific that he did the M's so he could have his way with them and recorded it so he could revisit the incident and get all excited again. It seems that Kim Porter, Sean Diddy Combs' late partner, may have been holding some troubling secrets close to her
Courtney
chest.
Burgess,
Porter allegedly provided him with flash drives containing explicit material involving several celebrities, including younger people.
Who were recorded having intimate relations with Sean Combs. How many of them appeared to be either inebriated or intoxicated or under the influence?
All of them.
This disclosure opens a can of worms that could change the landscape of Diddy's already tumultuous legal battles. His legal troubles first escalated dramatically in 2023 when Cassie Ventura, his ex-partner, accused him of SA&A in a lawsuit that was settled after being filed. A surveillance video that became public around the time of the case, depicting an altercation between them, further intensified public scrutiny, with Ventura describing it as reflective of her experiences. This was yet another problem for Diddy that further escalated till other things from his past started to come up, one of which was Kim Porter's case. An unsurprising turn of events from her family being vocal about their questions in the past couple of years. Particularly, Porter's father, Jake Porter, has expressed his disgust over Diddy's behavior, raising questions about the nature of his daughter's relationship with the rapper. The former stated Rolling Stone, "Puffy's love, I don't know what he calls love, you know what I mean? I really don't think he has any idea what love is." Per the reports, Burgess took the stand before a grand jury in New York, revealing that he received 11 flash drives containing at least 8 ST featuring various celebrities. Among those on the tapes, he claimed, were 2 to 3 young people. He also mentioned that he received the drives from Porter during his time in Atlanta, suggesting that she may have intended to expose Diddy's troubling actions before her death.
Because I spoke to her probably like 6 hours before I got it, received it.
You spoke to Kim Porter?
Yes.
So Kim
Moreover, Burgess noted that he was also given a manuscript for Porter's alleged memoir titled Kim's Lost Words, A Journey for Justice from the Other Side, which detailed accounts of physical and SA at Diddy's hands.
What you received on the flash drives, was it the completed book or was it notes from Kim Porter that later were made into a book?
It was completed.
According to the news, Ariel Mitchell, Courtney Burgess's attorney, stated that the tapes tell the story of what Diddy has done over the past 30 years, implying that if these tapes exist, they could unveil a dark history of Sean Combs' alleged misconduct. However, not everyone is buying into these claims. Attorney Mark Garagos, who represents the 54-year-old music mogul, expressed skepticism about Burgess's credibility, suggesting that prosecutors might not find his testimony credible, but that didn't get more traction. Relationships in the spotlight often resemble a double-edged sword, and the on-again, off-again romance between Kim Porter and Combs is no exception. But their split in 2007 was a pivotal moment, triggered by the revelation that Diddy had fathered a child with another woman while Porter was pregnant with twins. This betrayal added fuel to the fire of their already complicated relationship, but the fuse to that explosion only came after her passing. The untimely passing of Kim Porter brought up a lot of questions again. This happened after her longtime partner Diddy was named in a big lawsuit accusing him of A. The class action suit was filed by singer Cassie on November 16th in a federal district court in Manhattan. Cassie allegedly suffered from serious beatings, was forced to take lots of drugs and alcohol, and was involved in strange activities during their relationship. She dated the mogul on and off from 2006 to 2019. She wanted a trial by jury and $30 million in damages. Besides the story of someone who dated her ex after she passed, Kim Porter's death gained renewed attention when A.L.B. Shure, her ex, voiced his concerns about Cassie's lawsuit and called for the reopening of Kim Porter's case. On November 15, 2018, Kim was found unresponsive in her home in the San Fernando Valley area of the city. Emergency services were called, but they pronounced her unalive at the scene. Kim passed away at the age of 47, leaving behind her 4 kids and shocking the world.
Breaking news tonight, Sean Diddy Combs has been arrested in a Manhattan hotel this evening after a grand jury indicted the music mogul. His attorney tells CNN that he is currently being processed.
Some found it hard to believe that someone as young and healthy as Kim could pass from pneumonia. According to Diddy, Kim had been battling the flu for a few days before the incident. Despite having recently traveled to Africa, she didn't have any health complaints upon her return. According to the medical examiner's report, there was no history of drug A or alcoholism, and no signs of trauma were found. A few days before the incident, it was reported Kim had asked Diddy to take care of her kids. Little did he know those would be her last words to him. Or did he? Initially, Kim's passing was mysterious, but an autopsy later revealed she died from pneumonia. However, some people still doubted this explanation, leading to the ongoing controversy surrounding her death, and at the center of it all, Diddy. That's not all there was to Kim's story. Some insiders have spent years... In a recent interview with Street Stars, Jaguar Wright disclosed long-standing issues involving Diddy, which went largely unnoticed until Kim tragically passed away. Jaguar Wright seems to believe Diddy exploited Kim for his own gains, like everyone has said of him, until Kim made the decision to write her tell-all book. Jaguar said, "Kim, remember, he was waiting. The casket was ready. She was literally casket ready." Despite no evidence of complications like drugs found in Kim, Jaguar seemingly believes that Diddy had acted cleverly to protect himself. She suggested that he might have used pills that mimic symptoms of a heart attack and pneumonia to harm her. In her vast experience in the industry, this seems to be something Jaguar had seen up close.
Kim died from pneumonia, but there's the first coroner's report that said it was ruled a homicide, and they found toxins in her body to prove that she had been poisoned. You know, they have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia-like symptoms.
Jaguar Wright went further to spill her concerns about Diddy's actions in Hollywood over the years, noting his consistency in evading consequences. She highlighted the shock many felt when Cassie filed a lawsuit against him, only for it to be settled within 24 hours, a remarkably quick resolution. However, this swift move didn't shield him from further damage to his reputation. Another individual, Lil Rod, famously filed a lawsuit against him, along with several other women, with the total count of allegations running into thousands. This history of damage to several people is what made Jaguar say he thinks he is God. While Jaguar Wright's words already make it painfully obvious that there was something unusual about Kim's passing and how Diddy may or may not have played a role in that, another insider, one closer to them, gave an account of him allegedly being abusive towards her.
People in her camp that he broke Kim's nose on a yacht. So Cassie's story is Kim's story.
Although that story had already floated around for some time in the industry, things took a turn sideways when Deal revealed that Diddy had a bandaged hand at one point because Kim had fought him back after he attacked her. But the kicker is that the photo wasn't even from Deal.
Corkscrew. She took the corkscrew and caught him on his wrist defending himself, and he almost, I know he tore some ligament, but he almost hit an artery. I came close to the artery.
The man revealed that Kim threw a wine opener at Diddy, and the resulting injury was so bad, it might have been inches from an artery in Diddy's hand. Deal believes this may have been something only a woman scared for her life would have done for protection. In truth, ever since Gene Deal started speaking about Diddy, there have been several stories about how he might be speaking out of bitterness. But Deal's credibility took a major boost after someone else confirmed that Kim suffered at the hands of the bad boy executive.
He told me that, he did the same thing to Kim Porter.
Or you could take it before then and then.
Mark Curry, the hit writer behind several of Diddy's songs and one of the voices behind the Bad Boy banner, also confirmed that his former boss wasn't the best of lovers. Unlike Deal, he was around when Cassie was in the picture, and according to him, it didn't even start with Cassie. He said the attack started with his baby mama, Misa. In Kim's case, Curry didn't stop at confirming the mogul was capable of hitting her, but he also told a tale about their relationship that made it clear he was almost certainly violent toward her.
And that was her childhood boyfriend, like coming up, they was the, lovey-dovey couple. And it was back then, he used to, do that with me.
The former rapper revealed that Diddy had been controlling Kim's life to the point that he seemingly tapped her phone, among other bizarre things, to keep her under his wings at all costs. What's that thing they say about karma? It comes when you least expect it. News about
I tell you, I need you all to comment. I want to know, what are your thoughts about this? Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe here at the Messy Sweet Spot, and I'll see you guys on another video. Bye.